Arsenal's summer transfer plans risk being derailed as defender Gabriel Magalhães faces growing speculation over a surprise departure, with concerns mounting over his contract situation at the Emirates. The Brazilian centre-back, a cornerstone of Mikel Arteta's defensive rebuild since his £27 million arrival from Lille in 2020, is now at the centre of a brewing storm that threatens to destabilise the Gunners' preparations for the 2024-25 campaign. Gabriel, 26, has been instrumental in Arsenal's resurgence under Arteta, forming a formidable partnership with William Saliba that solidified the club's backline during their recent Premier League title challenges. However, stalled negotiations over a contract extension have opened the door to unexpected exit rumours, with clubs in Italy's Serie A and Saudi Arabia's Pro League reportedly circling. While his current deal runs until 2027, the lack of progress on fresh terms has fueled doubts about his long-term commitment, creating a nightmare scenario for Arsenal's hierarchy as they aim to build on last season's second-place finish. Contract stalemate sparks alarm. Sources close to the situation reveal that talks between Arsenal and Gabriel's representatives have hit a standstill, with disagreements over wage structure and the player's role in the squad's evolving dynamics. Though neither party has publicly addressed the impasse, insiders suggest the defender's camp is seeking parity with the club's highest earners, including Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard, following his consistent performances. Gabriel currently earns around £100,000 per week, a figure dwarfed by the £200,000 plus salaries of Arsenal's marquee stars, and the disparity has become a sticking point in negotiations. Compounding the issue is interest from abroad. Italian giants Juventus and Inter Milan have reportedly inquired about Gabriel's availability, viewing him as a cost-effective solution to bolster their defenses. Meanwhile, Saudi Pro League clubs, armed with staggering financial resources, are prepared to test Arsenal's resolve with lucrative offers, both in transfer fees and personal terms. Al-Hilal, who recently signed Ruben Neves and Aleksandar Mitrovic, are rumored to be leading the charge, with proposals potentially exceeding £50 million. Defensive domino effect. Losing Gabriel would force Arsenal into a frantic search for a replacement, derailing their carefully laid transfer plans. The Gunners have already prioritized signing a world-class striker, with Victor Gyökeres and Alexander Isak on their radar, and a midfield reinforcement to replace the departing Thomas Partey. Diverting funds to secure a new centre-back could strain their financial fair play, FFP, flexibility, particularly after last summer's £200 million spending spree on Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Jurrien Timber. Gabriel's importance cannot be overstated. Last season, he started 90% of Arsenal's Premier League matches, contributing 4 goals and maintaining an 87% pass accuracy rate. His physicality and leadership were pivotal in critical wins over Manchester City and Liverpool, and his absence during the 2022-23 title race collapse, when Saliba suffered a season-ending injury, laid bare his irreplaceability. Arteta has repeatedly praised the defender's warrior mentality, making the current uncertainty all the more jarring. Fan fury and club composure. Arsenal supporters have flooded social media with pleas for the club to resolve the situation swiftly. Gabriel is the heart of our defense. Letting him go would be a massive step backward, wrote one fan on X, formerly Twitter, echoing widespread anxiety. However, club officials remain outwardly calm, insisting there is no pressure to sell. Sporting director Edu Gaspar is said to be working behind the scenes to break the deadlock, while Arteta has emphasized stability as key to Arsenal's progress. Yet, the situation remains delicately balanced. If Gabriel agitates for a move, Arsenal could face a dilemma: cash in now for a premium fee or risk retaining an unsettled player. The defender's social media activity, including a recent cryptic post of a Brazilian flag with a thinking emoji, has only fueled speculation. Broader implications for Arsenal's strategy. Gabriel's predicament underscores a larger challenge for Arsenal as they navigate their newfound status as title contenders. Retaining top talent while managing wage inflation is a tightrope walk, particularly with rivals like Manchester City and Chelsea offering staggering salaries. The club's reluctance to meet Gabriel's demands may reflect a broader policy to avoid disrupting their salary hierarchy, but it risks alienating a player entering his prime. Potential replacements, should Gabriel depart, include Crystal Palace's Marc Guehi, Everton's Jarrad Branthwaite, and Nice's Jean-Clair Todibo, all of whom would command fees exceeding £50 million. Alternatively, Arteta could promote from within, though 21-year-old Jakub Kiwior remains raw, and Takahiro Tomiyasu is better suited to fullback roles. Saudi influence looms large. The Saudi Pro League's interest adds another layer of complexity. Having already poached Arsenal's midfield stalwart Granit Xhaka last summer, Saudi clubs are now targeting Gabriel as part of their aggressive recruitment drive. Their ability to offer tax-free salaries upwards of £300,000 per week could prove irresistible to the defender, whose earnings in North London pale in comparison. For Arsenal, however, selling to a Saudi side would be a double-edged sword. While profitable, it would weaken their squad and reinforce perceptions of the Premier League as a feeder league to the Gulf state. Arteta's vision at risk. Arteta's project at Arsenal has been built on continuity and incremental growth. Losing Gabriel, a player he personally scouted and integrated into his system, would strike at the core of that philosophy. The Spaniard has previously spoken about creating a family atmosphere at the club, but contract disputes like this test that ethos. With the transfer window open until August 30th, Arsenal must act decisively to either secure Gabriel's future or identify a successor, all while juggling other priorities. What's next? As July progresses, all eyes will be on Gabriel's return to pre-season training. His demeanor in coming weeks could signal his intentions, while EDU's negotiations will be scrutinized for breakthroughs. For now, Arsenal fans cling to hope that common ground can be found, avoiding a repeat of past sagas like Robin van Persie's acrimonious exit in 2012. The broader stakes are immense. With Manchester City strengthening their squad and Manchester United and Chelsea rebuilding, Arsenal cannot afford missteps. Gabriel's situation is more than a contractual hiccup, it's a litmus test for the club's ambition and their ability to retain key pillars while competing on multiple fronts. As the saga unfolds, one thing is clear: Arsenal's transfer nightmare is far from over, and Gabriel's future will shape not just their window but their entire season.